Valentine's Day is approaching. Stay tuned to see how you can cook this dish. Welcome to Elevated Taste. Let's go! Gonna make you taste it. Welcome back to Elevated Taste, where we take fine dining cooking to the next level in your own kitchen. Today we're making a dish that is rich, elegant, and packed with flavor. I'm talking about a filet mignon, creamy truffle orzo, and charred asparagus. This is the type of dish that will impress every time. First, let's start marinating our steak. I take hardened seasoning, which is from Montgomery, Alabama, seasoning my steak real well until fully covered. Next, I start with some olive oil and I wrap it and put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. While the steak is in the refrigerator, I'm going to start with the orzo. I took 1 teaspoon of butter, chopped shallots, and I sweated it for 2 minutes. Now that the shallots are nice and sweated, I take 1 cup of orzo and 1 clove of garlic, minced, and toasted for 2 minutes. On the back I have 2 cups of warm chicken stock. I begin to ladle the chicken stock in 2 ounces at a time so the orzo can release its starch and create a creamy texture that I'm looking for. While using all the chicken stock, I'm going to let the orzo sit and simmer until it's fully absorbed. Now I'm going to add 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese and 1 teaspoon of butter. While stirring that around, making sure it's fully incorporated. Now I begin to add a 1/2 cup of heavy cream and a 1/2 teaspoon of truffle oil. Another 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese and 1 teaspoon of butter. And we're going to let this thicken and sit until further notice. And for color, I'm going to chop up some green onions to throw in at the end. Moving on to the asparagus, I'm going to take my asparagus and even them out. And I can't have charred asparagus without zest of lemon. Let's get our pan hot. Now I'm going to take my asparagus and we're going to let it cook till it get good and brown. Next, you can't do anything without butter. I love butter. Butter makes everything taste so good. Add my zest of lemon in, and I'm going to have salt and pepper to taste. I have taken my steak out of the refrigerator 30 minutes ago, so now my steak is good and at room temp. This helps for an even sear. In our hot cast iron skillet, we are going to put our steak in and let it cook for 3 to 4 minutes until it is nice and crispy on the other side. Now that our 4 minutes are up, let's see. Oh, beautiful. Now we're going to lower our heat and add in thyme and garlic. Now that our garlic and thyme has cooked, now we're going to begin basting. We're going to start by adding butter. Now that the butter has melted, we're going to take our spoon and splash away. Lift up the pan so you do not splash anywhere else but inside the pan. But we're just going to just splash it on top of our steak as it cooks. Now we're going to remove our steak and let it rest for 10 minutes. Let's look at the temp. 149.5. Good medium. Heading back to the orzo, we're going to stir it up, kind of dry it out a little bit. So I'm going to add just a little bit of heavy cream in it to loosen it on up. And add in the green onions for color, and we stir that up real well, and let's begin to plate. Let's start with our orzo. We're going to spoon the orzo on the plate. Layer the asparagus any way you want, but I just chose this way. And add your steak right beside it. Add a piece of garlic and that nice, rich, beautiful pan sauce that we cooked in our steak. And there you have it. Filet mignon, truffle orzo, charred asparagus.
If you like this dish, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below on what you like to see next. Stay tuned for more elevated flavors. This is Elevated Taste. I am Chef AD. I'll see you next time.
Creating culinary magic, that's my goal.